1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes. We're about to start. What is up, everybody? What is up? What is up, everybody? I am him. He is I. Welcome to the One Piece Club. Oh, the beat's hitting though. Okay. If you're new here, kindly like, comment, subscribe, and I'm guessing it's most of you. So, you and me, all of us, right? And everybody else who subscribed, right? All of us. Join the crew. Join us, okay? Become part of the community. Let us grow and get to 1,000 subs by the end of next month. Look, I don't want to waste too much time. I don't want to take too much of your time. I don't want to go over this review or go over this live stream going over an hour, okay? So this is going to be short, sweet, beautiful, and let's do this next week, okay? Another stream, maybe something different, a different series. Let's see how that goes. But we're here. Enough talking, enough yapping. We're here to talk about or read One Piece chapter 1191. Are you ready? We got it here. Are you ready? We got it here. Okay. All right. I'm getting too hyped. One Piece chapter 1191. Let's begin. Loki is here. Editor says Luffy is wounded in the fierce battle with Emu. Then Luffy goes, huff, panting, and goes, how am I still alive right now? Then he goes, if I change back to normal, it will be bad. Things are gonna look grim for me, right? While panting, he tries to get up and reach Scupper Gaban, I'm assuming, because Gaban is in front of him. Next, we see Luffy talk to Gaban, like I said, and says, hey, old man, G-Chun, Gramps, right? While still panting, he says, Gaban says, damn it, right? He got an arm. Then Luffy literally goes on the knees, grovels, and says, sorry you took that attack for me. Sorry you took that. That was powerful. Sorry you took that attack for me. Don't be stupid, right? I didn't do it for a disappointment like you. While he coughs, I'm fighting for Elbaf. I live here. My family's here. I'm fighting for the land I'm on, right? This has nothing to do with you, all right? Don't get on your horse. But anyway, there's no way I'm letting it end like this, right? Gaban is like, nah, we gotta keep going. And then Luffy is injured. He falls back down and says, G-Chan, Gramps, what is he? Gaban sits up, gets a piece of rope, right? Cauterizes his arm, his cut arm, and says, well, his true nature, right, seems to be a big secret. But if I had to put a word on it, I'd say he's a god, right? And then we cut to the realm of the dead. Yo, it is crazy. Gaban is like, finally a reveal. He's a god, right? We cut to the underworld. We see Loki's people, his friends, right? The wolf, the panda, right? Growling, right? Next, Conqueror's Haki. They're all knocked out. Bam, they're done, right? Everybody is done. Where is this Conqueror's Haki from? Well, we cut to Emu, right? Emu's laying down and says, the Pirate King's crew, huh? He's also panting and says, 'twas unforeseeable that those youths from God Valley would become such a nuisance. Right? Those damn brats, they become a nuisance. I ought to have dealt with them along with Rosti Sebek. Now he picks his arm up, right? And then it changes, his arm turns black. It blackens. while he says back then. We see a silhouette, right, of his new horns, the Hellboy horns, and the other two he had on before. But it looks eerily familiar to the mural. But then we see Imu's transformation. We see his face and the crazy ass horns. Yo, this is crazy. Right? Conqueror's Haki going everywhere, right? He jumps. Whoosh. He's gone. Like, he's back. He's about to... Yo, Luffy, Gabon, y'all got to dip. We cut to Robin and the others, right? At the Owl Library, Realm of the Sun, the basement's rear entrance. So Scarpa's like, thank goodness, right? The books are okay. Yeah, Robin says, yeah, it's all thanks to Biblo, right? So now Robin brings Chopper to Biblo. We're about to see the interaction, right? Saul says, Chopper, I want to try to talk to him, right? He sure looks like he's trying to tell us something, but Chopper's like, really? He stuck me as the silent type. Biblo says, hoot, hoot, hoot. I'm like, yo, hoot, hoot, hoot. Next we hear Chopper go, huh? Like, yo, what does hoot, 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 hoot? What does that mean? What is... Yo, Oda, at least give us something. Give us... Well, we gotta wait till, I guess, after the break, right? But damn, hoot, 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 hoot. That's it? Is he the forest god? Based off his devil fruit and him reversing Domi Reversi? Is that the reason why he's like, huh? Like, what is it? What has gotten Chopper to actually react like this? We go to the next page, right? We're back to the battlefield. Conqueror's Haki everywhere. Crackle, crackle. Gabon falls, Luffy falls, right? Yo, Imu is exuding aura right now. He flies, he takes flight, and then says to Gabon, I'm guessing, to escape from Homebami with only an arm lost. How impressive. Like, yo, I'm looking at this form, right? How does Imu have the crest on his left arm? The same crest that he's given to the Holy Knights, the same crest he's given to Shanks. How does he have it? Right? From the previous transformation, we see the three horns are a necklace now. We see the new horns now. Hair is still white. The only difference is his arms, the sleeves, the rings, which have now been transformed around his sleeves. I mean, yeah, his arms, both arms, and his kilt or skirt, whichever one. The orb behind him in the previous transformation has now been turned to that. He's still holding Honebami with like the attack imminent, right? Next, Gabon says, that's my line. You walking off my attack is a blow to my reputation. Not that I got hands to applaud you, right? But then Imu says, the next attack will leave nothing behind, right? We see Luffy, right? And Luffy's like, is that him? He looks totally different. Like, to be honest, I'm not freaking out because I'm trying to read the chapter, but yo, this is insane. If this is what Imu has, Domi Reversi, his book that has the gun like Kurolo, all these attacks and all these transformations, yo, how strong was Joy Boy? Yo, what's up, Samia Amjad? What is good? What is good? How you doing? Thank you for joining this live. I appreciate you. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you think so far. If you've already read it, let me know what you think, okay? Next, we cut to Gabon. He's like, listen up, Straw Hat. Get your crew and leave Elbaf. Y'all gotta leave, because like Imu said, the next attack will leave nothing behind. Right? Luffy's coughing and he's like, Cuff, there's no way I'm doing that. I am not abandoning my friends and everybody who's depending on me. You're barely better than a corpse at this point. You can't help us, Gabon says. Right? And he continues by saying, I could say the same thing to you. No, I mean, Luffy continues and says, I could say the same to you. How can you fight like that? Well, you've seen the attacks, right? From previous chapter, you've seen the attacks when he tried to attack you and Zoro when y'all arrived in Elbaf to get the key to free Loki, right? So, yeah, I get it. You're now seeing you're now seeing Gabon in his full force, but fam, he was going crazy earlier, right? You should know that. This is Roger's crew, the second, like the right-hand man, like he said, right? Allegedly. And Shanks is also crazy. So of course his captain or vice captain is going to be strong. Right? Then Imu attacks Honebami. And as soon like you see Gabon try to stop the attack with one arm. Like, what are you gonna do? He's still exuding Conqueror's Haki, right? Gabon is. Luffy screams, "Run, Grams!" Right? Next we see Gabon is like, what? We see a foot, somebody running, right? Is somebody coming over here? Yo! Hadrudin! Finally! Gungnir, he hits Imu. Everybody's shocked. Luffy's shocked. Even Imu is shocked, right? Like he put his oomph in that attack. That hit, the uppercut was deadly. Like look at Imu's face with that punch. Next, while Imu's getting punched, right? He still does his attack, right? He sent an attack flying. We see the impact of the attack. We're looking at Gabon, look at it, and he's like, wait, what's going on? Right? Yo, look at how, he swung him. He hit him that far across Elbaf? Yo. You're not a waste man. You're not a waste man. Yo, finally. Y'all, both of you, Harold's two sons, finally. Good job. Good job. But let's continue. We see Imu doing his Omen attack, right? Imu hits the tree, right? Then Hadrudin realizes that the attack is coming, right? So he lifts the shield, but then the attack hits the shield and breaks the shield, right? Then he goes on to say, there's no taking that a second time, right? Then he screams, Yasan, Gabon, how could this happen? You've lost an arm, right? Then Gabon says, thanks for the assist, Hadrudin. But he forgets to say, or he omits to say, yo, Luffy was the reason I lost an arm. But it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. It's cool, right? I appreciate the attack, right? I appreciate you coming in to assist anyway, right? Now we can breathe for a second before he comes back, okay? But then he says, but this guy is immortal. Imu is immortal, and I can't see a way of any of us winning this, right? Make sure that Straw Hat Luffy gets out of here. Like, everybody got to escape. Us people of Elbaf got to defend the land, okay? We get to the next page, and then Hadrudin is like, Straw Hat, right? Then Luffy is like, you don't have to butt in. I'm not gonna run, right? I'm not doing what you said, Gabon. I'm not listening, right? Then Gabon says, listen to me. What can you do with those wounds? Right? Last chapter, Gabon told Luffy, yo, step it up. Step it up. You're the man we've been waiting for, but you've been disappointing us so far. Step it up. Now he's like, what can you do with the wounds you have so far? Luffy then goes, I'm gonna recover now. Like, how are you gonna do that? Exactly. Hadruden and Gaban is like, that is nuts. How are you gonna do that? So then Luffy goes, I ate a lot, right? I can make it happen. Gaban is like, what kind of logic is that? You can't fight anymore. Then we see another attack coming from Imu. Well, 3 Omen attacks this time, or Stigma attacks this time, right? We see Luffy then shove food in his mouth, and he says, hey, it's a bomb. So he eats all the food, shoves it out in his mouth. He jumps on Hadruden's hand, right, with Gaban, right? Then we get to the next page, and then the attack, right? After Hadruden picks up Gaban and Luffy in his arm, Hadruden turns facing the attack, turns with his back to the attack, with his back to the attack, and eats Imu's attack. He screamed, like, that attack is gonna hurt, because how Oda shades this panel is insane, right? Both Luffy and Gaban, both of them are concerned after that hit, right? Then they're like, he's back, right? Then they're like, Hadruden, fall back, right? Live to fight another day. Then, right, Imu is looking at them like, Hadruden goes, Yasan, Elbaf won't bend the knee. It's not happening. A true warrior is always resolved to die in battle, right? Gaban goes, Moron, Baka, consider the fallout of your death, right? Hadruden then goes, it's okay if I die because Loki's here, which refers to the title, right? Then Loki running like, yeah, well said, Aniki. Yo, he actually called him brother. Finally, right? Then we go, Hadruden goes, Loki, get ready. Imu's still standing there, not doing anything. Yo, throughout all of this, I believe Imu has been chilling. He could have been blitzing all of them, but he's just looking at them and waiting for their attack before he attacks, right? Imu looks at them. Luffy takes in a deep breath, right? And he's like, I'm also back on my feet. But we know he's lying because we can see Luffy bleeding. I believe he's not 100%, but he can still do something before they escape, okay? Then we see all three, right? We see both Hadruden and Loki, right, scream. 3 generals, right? We also have to include Luffy at this point. Then we see panels of Luffy, Hadruden, Loki, and then Imu preparing to either block the attack or attack again. But he's doing this, or something like this, right? That is what he's doing. Like, so then we catch, they actually hit Imu, right, with Gokoku Sovereignty as the counterattack. But break next week, so we gotta wait a week. But don't worry, because I got you, because there's videos coming. Just be on the lookout, and I'm gonna do better with a community post. But be on the lookout. But I'm talking too fast. But check this out. How is Luffy, Loki, and Hadruden able to use the same attack that Garp, Roger, and Rox used on God Valley? Is this a memory thing? Because Luffy hasn't seen this, right? He's only seen that with Dorian Brogy. But he's doing it as well over here. How do they know this attack? they at least my first assumption is at least Loki and Hajuden had to know about it from their father, right? King Harold. But all three of them like that, yo. That's something that's I don't know what to think about that. But hey, the attack, we don't know if Emu blocked. We don't know if Emu regenerated from the attack. We don't know if Emu is eating the attack and then is going to redirect the attack later on. We just don't know because chapter's over. Break next week. I get it. Oda got to do his thing. He got to recover it. But yo, this chapter has been insane. This chapter has been insane. Actually, I feel like I did miss a panel right here, because while I'm thinking, how did they remember or perform the same attacks as Roger and the others at God Valley? At the bottom, we see as all three are about to charge the attacks, right? Hadruden and Loki do the Gokoku sovereignty, while Luffy starts his attack with Gomu Gomu, right? So Luffy is already in his Gomu Gomu attack, but does he say Gomu Gomu no Gokoku sovereignty? Because I don't know what to think of this, right? But anyway, Goku sovereignty has been unleashed. How is Emu going to react in One Piece chapter 1192? Let me know what you guys think. Hey, if you join the stream, right, there's 14 people here. I appreciate you guys, right? If you guys could like, comment, right, on anything, right, and subscribe, I promise you guys are not gonna regret it. I promise you. Okay? Samia Amjad, thank you for commenting, right? I'm not sure how long this stream has been. I believe it's at least 30 minutes. But before I go, I'm just trying to I'm just enjoying the vibe of the music. So I feel like I'm yapping too much. Thank you, you guys. Once again, if you guys don't know, we're over 500 subs. We're finally over 500 strong. And thank you guys for actually watching the videos, commenting, actually getting the channel and the page getting notified, right? Getting out there for other people to see. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Next video dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow I got, actually, you know what? Let's do it Sunday. Next video dropping on Sunday, and it's about Shanks, okay? I might put a screenshot and a post up on the community page, right? Be on the lookout for that. I might do a Twitch stream soon, outside of the weekly One Piece live reactions, okay? I've also spoken about me beginning Kingdom, right? Doing a live reading of Kingdom from chapter 1. I know there's like 856 chapters, right? That's what people say about One Piece when people are starting One Piece. But I wish people had the same mindset, right? 856 chapters, easy, I got it. All of us are going to be reading it. We're going to be following along, building our knowledge and our world building together. Be on the lookout for that. I might do that earlier in the week before the Friday chapter review or chapter live readings or live reactions. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate every one of you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. You could have been anywhere. You could have been anywhere in the world clicking on anybody's video, but you chose to click on this video, and I'm truly appreciative. Until the next time, this is the One Piece Club. Thank you. Peace out. I love you guys.